Hello everyone. In the previous session we have discussed the concept of Lagrange interpolation. So in this session let me explain the concept of forward and backward differences. So before going to the concept of Newton forward and backward difference, you need to know the idea of forward and backward difference. So let me explain. Suppose if you have a set of values of y, something like y0, y1, y2, so on, yn. So if n number of y values are given, then we can define that is difference of these two value y1 minus y0 and difference of these two value y2 minus y1, so on. What is the previous value for this? It is yn minus 1, right? Previous value. So yn minus yn minus 1. So such differences is called as first forward differences. I'll just repeat once again. If a set of n values of y are given, that is y0 to yn, then the difference y1 minus y0, see this term minus this term, again this term minus this term, that is y2 minus y1, larger term minus smaller term, larger term minus smaller term, so on, yn minus 1 minus yn is larger, yn minus 1 is smaller. So such kind of difference is called as first forward difference. First forward difference. Fine. Generally, it is denoted by y1 minus y0 is none other than delta y0. Forward difference is denoted by an operator delta. So this symbol is called as delta. It is used to represent forward difference. Am I clear? Now, y1 minus y0, since we are subtracting highest number, smallest number from the highest number. That is, first we are going to write the highest number followed by the smallest number. So it is represented by delta y0. Similarly, second one is represented by delta y1. So if you continue the same, you will get delta yn. Fine. So such kind of difference is called as first forward difference. Here, delta is called as forward difference operator. Forward difference operator. It is just a representation. Remember, the minute when I said delta y1, it is none other than y2 minus y1. So here the suffix and here the suffix should be same. So this is called as first forward difference. Similarly, we can calculate the second forward difference with reference to first forward difference. So first forward difference is represented by an operator delta. Similarly, second forward difference. Second forward difference, it is represented by delta square. Fine. So in the sense square, see here delta square y0 can be calculated by using these two differences. Am I correct? Delta y1 minus delta y0. Obviously, largest term minus smallest term will be the forward difference. The minute when I said forward, it is largest minus smallest. Fine. So delta largest in the sense suffix, in terms of suffix I am discussing just for memorizing purpose I am telling you this. Fine. So delta square y0 is delta y1 minus delta y0. Similarly, delta square y1. Y1 in the sense delta y1, it is delta y2 minus delta y1. So these two suffix should be same. So if you continue the same procedure, you will get the last term. Anyhow, no need to remember that. You just remember these two terms. So this is called a second forward difference. Similarly, we can calculate third forward difference. So I think idea is generated regarding this, right? So delta cube is the third forward difference. It is represented by delta cube. So delta cube y0 will be delta, these two differences, delta square y1 minus delta square y0. Similarly, delta cube y1 will be delta square y2 minus delta square y1. Remember, here and here the suffix should be same, and for second difference square will come, for third difference cube will be there, for first difference 1 will be there. It is understood. You no need to write 1 here. Fine. Anyhow, you just remember that whenever you have forward difference, you are using this symbol delta, and we are taking a difference of largest minus smallest. In the sense, in terms of suffix I am telling, 1 is the largest suffix and 0 is the smallest suffix. Fine. So this is what the forward difference is. Now let me construct forward difference table. That is, whatever I have explained, I am going to represent it in a table. So forward difference table. So suppose if a set of x and y values are given, let me take x values as x0, x1, x2, x3, x4, and y values are given as y0, y1, y2, y3, y4. Fine. So before going passing the video, and what I'm trying to say is, you just observe the concept carefully. Why? Because backward difference table will be exactly reverse of this forward difference. So please make sure that you are clear with this concept, then only you skip the video. Fine. So y is, I have written, if this is the set of x and y values are given, we can calculate the first forward difference. It is represented by delta y. Am I correct? So the forward difference delta y, first forward difference delta y is none other than difference of these two. That is y1 minus y0. y1 minus y0 is none other than delta y0. So let me represent it with delta y0. So second, next is y2 minus y1. So y2 minus y1 is none other than delta y1. Next, y3 minus y2. y3 minus y2 is similarly it is delta y2. Similarly, y4 minus y3. It is delta y3. Fine. Next, let me calculate second forward difference. It is represented by delta square y. So when you are going to take forward difference, delta y1 minus delta y0. Delta y1 minus delta y0. Delta y1 minus delta y0 is delta square y0. So I can write this as delta square y0. Similarly, you have to take difference of these two. That is delta y2 minus delta y1. Delta y2 minus delta y1 is delta square y1. Now let me take difference of these two, so that you will get delta y3 minus delta y2 is delta square y2. Smallest suffix you have to retain. Next, let me calculate third forward difference. Third forward difference will be difference of these two values. So delta y1 minus delta square y0. Delta y1 minus delta square y0 is delta square y0. Always when you subtract, remember always you have to retain the smallest suffix. Among 1 and 0, smallest suffix is 0. Next, delta y2 minus delta square y2 minus delta square y1 will be, third forward difference, right? So you have to write delta cube of y1. Why? Because smallest suffix is y1. This is for forward difference. Similarly, fourth forward difference. So difference of these two will be fourth forward difference. It is delta power 4 of y1 minus y0 is y0. Fine. So this is the construction of forward difference table. Anyhow, you will come to clear picture of this if you solve one problem. So before going to solve the problem, let me explain backward difference as well. So this is what the forward difference. Remember, delta is a forward difference operator. Delta y0 is none other than y1 minus y0. So suffix here and here should be same. Otherwise, you just remember in such a way that suppose if you are subtracting y1 and y0, you have to retain suffix, smallest suffix here. Hope so it is clear, right? Now, backward difference. Backward difference. So backward difference is none other than, as usual, if set of y values are given like y0, y1, y2, so on, yn. So if these values are given, as I already told you, delta is used to represent forward difference. Backward difference is represented by nebula. So this symbol is called as nebula or a reverse delta. So reverse delta is used to represent backward difference. So it is also called as nebula. So unlike forward difference, we can also calculate first backward difference, second backward difference and third backward difference. Procedure is similar, but the way of representation is different. See, if I am going to take difference y1 minus y0, we are going to represent by using backward difference as nebula of y1 or reverse delta of y1. Similarly, if you are going to take difference of these two, that is y2 minus y1, it will be reverse delta or nebula of y2. So if you continue the same, delta yn will be yn minus 1. So this will be the first backward difference. So in case of first forward difference, what I have explained, suppose if you are going to take difference, that is y1 minus y0, you are going to represent in forward difference, it is delta y0. That is here the suffix and here the last suffix should be same. But in case of backward suffix, first term suffix and this suffix should be same. You can note the difference here only. So this is backward difference, this is forward difference. Don't get confusion with that. Fine. So similarly for second backward difference, it is represented by reverse delta square or nebula. Reverse delta square of y2. Remember, second backward difference will always starts with y2. Similarly, third backward difference will always starts with y3. So delta square y2 will be nebula square y2 will be nebula y2 minus nebula y1 or reverse delta y2 minus reverse delta y1. Similarly, reverse delta square y3 will be reverse delta y3 minus reverse delta y2. So this is the second backward difference. So it will continue. Third backward difference will be delta cube, that is reverse delta cube or nebula cube y3 will be equal to nebula square y3 minus nebula square y2. Similarly, nebula cube y4 will be equal to nebula square or reverse delta square y4 minus reverse delta square y3, and this will continue. So this will be the third backward difference and this is the second backward difference. And you can note that second backward difference will be, we are calculating reverse delta square in terms of reverse delta, whereas third backward difference will be reverse delta cube in terms of reverse delta square. Fine. So now unlike forward difference table, we are going to construct a backward difference table. So here is a set of x values and y values. So x naught, y naught, x naught, x1, x2, x3, x4 are the x values. Y naught values will be given. So corresponding nebula, that is reverse delta y1. This is the first forward difference. So I'm sorry, first backward difference. So first backward difference will be difference of these two terms, that is y1 minus y0. How can we represent y1 minus y0 as nebula, that is reverse delta y1. So it is reverse delta y1. Similarly, y2 minus y1 will be reverse delta, highest suffix you have to write delta y2, reverse delta y2. So y3 minus y2 will be highest suffix. In backward, remember you are going to write the highest suffix. In the forward you are going to write lowest suffix. So y3 and y2, which is the highest suffix? Y3. So y4 minus y3, which is the highest suffix? Y4. So it is nebula y4. Similarly, second backward difference is delta square, reverse delta square or nebula square y. So it is given by difference of these two. So nebula y2 minus nebula y1 will be nebula square y2. Highest suffix you have to retain. So here highest suffix is 3, that is nebula square y3. So y4 minus y3, it is nebula square y4. Similarly, we can calculate nebula cube y. So it is the difference of these two. So it will be reverse delta cube y3. So difference of these three will be reverse delta cube y4. Similarly, reverse delta power of 4 y of y will be difference of these two. So this will be reverse delta power 4 of y4, because highest suffix is 4. So I am going to write that. Remember, given x4 values, right from x naught. Remember, all the values will be starting from x naught. So if the values are starting from x naught to x4, ending at x4, you are going to get only fourth difference. You cannot get fifth difference, as you have only one term here. Fine. Suppose if you have x5 in the forward difference table also, it is same. Suppose if you have one more term x5, then we can get one more difference, that is reverse delta power of 5 of 4. Similarly, if you have one more extra term, you can get delta power of reverse delta power of 6 of y, and it will be continuing. Fine. So this is the concept regarding backward difference and forward difference. Anyhow, let me solve two simple problem before going to the concept of Newton forward difference. So this idea should be there in order to solve Newton forward difference and Newton backward difference. So this is the backward difference. Now, here is the first problem. We have to construct the difference table. In exam, you will get definitely 2 mark question you will get based on the construction. Either they will specifically mention to construct a backward difference table, or they will ask you to construct forward difference table. If not mentioned, see in this particular problem, it was not mentioned whether to construct forward difference or backward difference. So in such case, either you can construct any of the one, that is either you can construct forward or you can construct backward. Fine. So here they have asked us to construct difference table for the following data. Definitely 2 mark question will be there from this session. From this particular concept. So x values and f of x values. As I already told you, general concept is function is represented by y. So y is equal to f of x. F of x is none other than this will be the given value of y. So as usual, I'll send you the concept notes. You just copy that and try to take a running notes. Try to solve by yourself after seeing one problem so that you'll understand the concept well. So first let me write down the x values. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next y values. Y is none other than f of x values. So 1, 3, 7, 13, 21. Fine. Now we have to construct difference table. First let me construct forward difference table. Either you can construct any of the things, so it doesn't matter. So forward difference, first forward difference, it is 3 minus 1. Fine. 3 minus 1 is 2. Next 7 minus 3. 7 minus 3 is 4. Next 13 minus 7 is 6. Next 21 minus 13 is 8. Next second forward difference. Second forward difference will be 4 minus 2. 2. 6 minus 4. 2. 8 minus 6. 2. Next third forward difference, delta cube y. 2 minus 2, 0. 2 minus 2, 0. Since we can further calculate, so it is fourth difference table, that is 0 minus 0 will be 0. Either you can stop at this stage or you can continue up to here. Am I clear? So this is the forward difference table. Forward difference table. So let me construct backward difference table. Why? Because it is not clearly mentioned that either forward or backward. So I am going to do both. For backward difference table also it is same. First you have to write x and y values. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 7, 13, 21. Now backward difference operator is nebula. As I already told you, it is nebula of y. Similar, 3 minus 1 is 2. Answer you will get same, but way of representation is different. 7 minus 3 is 4. 3 minus 7 is 6. Further, you will come to know the application while using Newton backward and forward difference formula. Anyhow, 21 minus 13 is 8. Similarly, nebula square y2 will be 4 minus 2. 2. 6 minus 4 is 2. 8 minus 6 is 2. Similarly, third backward difference will be 2 minus 2 is 0. 2 minus 2 will be 0. Fourth backward difference will be 0 minus 0 will be 0. So this is the forward difference table and this will be the backward difference table. So here is the second problem. Here in the problem it is clearly mentioned that construct the forward difference table. So we need to construct forward difference table. For that first let me write x and y values. So x values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Corresponding y values will be 10, 26, 58, 112, 194. So first forward difference is represented by delta y. It is very important representation. So 26 minus 10. Subtract 26 minus 10 will be 16. 58 minus 26. It is 32. 112 minus 58. 54. 194 minus 112. It is 82. Next second forward difference it is delta square y. 32 minus 16 is 16. 54 minus 32. 22. 82 minus 54, 28. Next the third forward difference it is delta cube y. 22 minus 16, 6. 28 minus 22, 6. Next fourth forward difference 6 minus 6 is 0. So this is the forward difference table for the given data. No need to construct backward difference. Why? Because it is clearly mentioned to solve forward difference table. So third one, construct the difference table. So here the difference table is asked. So I'll just do the forward difference. Any one you can do. So as I already explained forward and backward difference. So I'll just do forward difference table. So corresponding x and y values I'm going to write. X values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Y values will be, y is none other than f of x as I already told you. So let me make a list. 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 16, 22, 29. Now first forward difference is represented by delta y. 2 minus 1. It is 1. Next 4 minus 2. 2. 7 minus 4. 3. 11 minus 7. 4. 16 minus 11. 5. 22 minus 16. 6. 29 minus 22 is 7. Next second forward difference is delta square y. So it is given by 2 minus 1. Similar subtraction. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. 6 minus 5 is 1. 7 minus 6 is 1. Next, let me construct third forward difference. It is delta cube y. So subtract 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 1, 0. Next 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 1, 0. Next fourth difference. 0 minus 0 is 0. Again 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. Again 0 minus 0 is 0. If you miss one term, again you are not going to get correct answer. So you have to maintain it. Next fifth forward difference. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0. Continuation will be there. 0 minus 0 is 0. Again 0 minus 0 is 0. Next sixth difference. 0 minus 0 is 0. See here for third difference. Again 0 minus 0 is 0. Next seventh difference. Up to seventh difference you are going to write. You are going to get for this particular problem. Anyhow it is enough to write up to third difference. So either you can represent up to here or you can represent up to here. So you will get mark for both. Fine. Next fourth question. Construct the difference table for the following. So values are given as usual. So difference table is asked. Either you can construct forward difference or backward difference. Fine. So let me construct the forward difference table only. So I'll just do here x values and corresponding y values 0, 1, 2, 3. Y values are 1, 3, 7, 3. So let me calculate delta y. It is 3 minus 1, 2. 7 minus 3, 4. 3 minus 7. Remember it is 3 minus 7 but not 7 minus 3. So 3 minus 7 will be minus 4. Similarly, second forward difference is 4 minus 2 is 2, minus 4, minus 4. See here, minus 4, minus 4. You will get minus 8. Fine. The third forward difference is minus 8, minus 2. Minus 8, minus 2. It is minus 10. So this is the forward difference table. I hope you understand this concept. Anyhow, as I already told you that introduction part of this concept will be forwarded. You just copy that. After that, you have to write all this problem. After that, here is Newton's forward difference interpolation formula. So we need to, in order to solve this, we need to know the concept of backward and forward difference. So I have done this first. So after completion of this 4 problem, you put a heading Newton's forward difference interpolation formula, and this formula is also very important as this formula is asked for 2 marks. So for 2 mark formula is also important. So formula is given by f of x is equal to y is equal to y naught is equal to 1 and the same. So f of x is same as y and it is same as y naught. It is given by p into delta y naught plus p into p minus 1 by 2 factorial into delta square y naught plus p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught divided by 3 factorial plus p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 into p minus 3 divided by 4 factorial into delta power of 4 into y naught plus p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 into p minus 3 into p minus 4 divided by 5 factorial into delta power of 5 of y naught plus so on. So the terms will be continuing. We have to choose the number of terms depending upon the problems. So we anyhow I'll just explain that in while solving the problems. So this is called as Newton's forward difference interpolation formula. Newton's forward difference interpolation formula. Further you will get Newton backward difference interpolation formula also. So this will be based on forward difference. So Newton's forward difference interpolation formula is this, and we can calculate the value of P by using the formula x minus x naught by h, where h is none other than a common difference. Fine. So this note point is given just for your reference, in the sense in the examination they will not ask you to use either the forward or the backward. They will not mention the method at all. So you need to identify just by looking at the problem whether we have to use the forward difference or we have to use the backward difference. For that I will just give you one example. So this is the first problem based on that. See, in this problem we have to find f of 1.4. So 1.4 value we have to find. So f of x value, see here y is equal to f of x is the standard form. So f of 1.4, here the value of x is 1.4. Right? So value of x is 1.4. Now look at the given data of x. 1.4, whether we have to check whether it is nearer to 1 or it is farther to 1. In the sense 1.4 is nearer to 1 or 1.4 is nearer to 5. We have to check in that sense. So since 1.4 is nearer to 1, right? So if that was the case, we have to use forward difference. Fine. I'm just repeating once again. If the given x value is nearer to first value, we have to use the forward difference. Otherwise, we have to use backward difference. See, that is what I have mentioned. If f of x value we need to find. So we need to find f of x value in the problem. It is just like a f of x value. This is the problem. So if x is nearer to first value, whatever the x value given, if this is nearer to first value, use the forward difference. Otherwise, use backward difference. That's all. Fine. So in the examination they'll not mention whether to use Newton forward or Newton backward. We have to identify whether to use Newton forward or backward. So if the given x value, so this is the x value to find. So if this x value is nearer to first value, you have to use forward difference. If that was nearer to last value, you have to use the backward difference. Fine. So after copying the backward difference problem, that is 4th problem, you put an heading of this concept and write down this formula and note. After that, put an heading problems, write down this first problem, copy down the problem. Now let me explain the procedure. Now we need to find f of 1.4. As I already told you that standard form is y is equal to f of x. Here the x value is 1.4. So x value is 1.4. It is obviously nearer to 1. Right? So let me write one statement. X is equal to 1.4 is near to the first value. So near to the first value, that is 1. Right? So we have to use forward difference. Right? Now let me construct forward difference table. So in order to use this formula, you need to use forward difference. In that I'll explain how to take the term. See, first I'm going to represent the forward difference table. So x values, y values you have to note down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Corresponding y values. Y is none other than f of x. Corresponding y values will be 10, 26, 58, 112, 194. Fine. Now let me construct the forward difference table. First difference is delta y. 26 minus 10, 16. 58 minus 26, 32. 112 minus 58, 54. Next 194 minus 112, 82. Next delta square y. 32 minus 16, 16. 54 minus 32, 22. Next 82 minus 54, 28. Next third forward difference delta cube y. 22 minus 16 is 6. 28 minus 22 is again 6. Fourth forward difference is 6 minus 6, obviously 0. We cannot further continue. Why? Because we don't have any value to continue. Am I correct? So this is the forward difference table that I have constructed. So we have constructed forward difference. So we have to find value of f of 1.4 from the following data by using Newton forward difference interpolation. Newton forward difference interpolation formula. Remember Newton forward difference interpolation formula. Whenever I mention NFDI, that is Newton forward difference interpolation formula. So after construction of forward difference table, we have to use the formula. So just now I have told you this is the formula. I'll just copy the same. For this problem, see here f of x is equal to or y is equal to y naught plus, I'm sorry, it is y naught plus p into delta y naught. I am telling you, I am not sending you the notes of this. You have to copy by watching the video. Only starting portion I will send you in the group. I'll just you just copy that. After the fourth problem, you have to write this by seeing this video. Fine. I'm just copying the formula as it is, p into p minus 1. Now here in the forward difference table, we have only delta power 4 of y. So we need to use up to delta power 4. Fine. Since we have obtained only up to delta power 4, so you have to use only delta power 4. Fine. Or else I'll just give you hint. See here how many terms are given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 terms. So you have to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. Y naught is also one term. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms you have to use. Fine. P into p minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into delta square y naught plus p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught plus p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 into p minus 3 divided by 4 factorial into delta power 4 of y naught. So this is what we have. Why? Because 5 terms are given. First 5 terms I have used. Whatever the terms we have in the formula, first 5 terms I have written here. Fine. So once you have written this, I have mentioned the formula for p also. I'll just write the same. P is equal to x minus x naught divided by h. So first let me explain how to calculate p. P in the sense x value. What is the x value? It is given in our problem. X is 1.4. So you just substitute x value. Minus x naught is always the first value of x. So this will be the x naught value. So what is the value of x naught? It is 1. 1 divided by h. H is none other than difference. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. So h value will be equal to 1. So I am going to write 1 here. So if you calculate difference, 1.4 minus 1 is 0.4. So p value is 0.4. Fine. Now we have to extract the values. So what I'll just write here, x naught value 1. And what is the value of y naught? Y naught we required, it is 10. Whatever the value you have in the first, it is y naught. So fine. Next what we need is delta y naught. Right? Delta y naught. Once we calculated p, we can note all the value. Delta y naught is 16. The first value in delta y is none other than delta y naught. 16. Next delta square y naught we need. So delta square y naught is, what is the first value in delta square y naught? It is 16. So this is the delta square y naught. First value is y naught value. Next delta cube y naught. Delta cube y naught. Delta cube y naught is first value of this. Delta cube y naught is 6. Next delta power 4. Delta power 4 of y naught is 0. Why? Because first value is 0 only. So this is the value extraction. Fine. I'll just repeat once again. First we need to construct forward difference table. After that you have to write Newton forward difference formula. So terms will be, you just count the term 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 terms, in the sense you have to use 5 terms in the formula, or else since you have delta power 4y, so up to delta power 4y naught you have to take. Fine. After that you have to find the p value by using the formula. It is clearly given in the note point. That is, here I have given x minus x naught divided by h. X value is unknown value. X naught is none other than first value of x. So h value is common difference here. So calculate the value of p. After that make a list of all the values that you need to calculate. Y naught is the first value. Delta y naught is the first value in delta y. Delta y naught is the first value in delta square y. Delta cube y naught is the first value in delta y. Delta power 4 of y naught will be first value. All values will be first values. So you just make a list of that. Now only thing is you need to substitute everything in the formula. So let me substitute all these values in the formula. So you will get y is equal to, what is the value of y naught? 10 plus p. P value is 0.4 into delta y naught. Delta y naught is 16. Fine. Next, plus second term p is 0.4 into p minus 1. 0.4 minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into delta square y naught. Delta square y naught is 16. Fine. Plus next term p into p minus 1 into p minus 2. P is 0.4 into 0.4 minus 1. 0.4 minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught is 6. Fine. So this is the third term. Now last term is plus p is 0.4 into 0.4 minus 1. 0.4 minus 2. 0.4 minus 3 divided by 4 factorial into delta power 4 of y naught. Delta power 4 y naught is 0. Anyhow 0 multiplied with any term will be 0. So this term will not be there. Fine. Rest of the terms we need to simplify. So I'll just show you here. So y is equal to 10 as it is, plus I'll just show you in the calculator. For one problem I'll show you, rest of the problems you need to do. See here 0.4 into 16. I'll just write here 6.4. Plus, see, this term you can calculate directly. First you have to subtract 0.4 minus 1. 0.4 minus 1. Fine. Into 0.4 equals into 16 divided by 2 factorial. 2, press the shift symbol, and here you have a factorial symbol. Press the shift button and this one. See, I'll just show you once again. First you have to calculate 0.4 minus 1. Fine. After that press equal sign. 0.4 minus 1 plus equal sign. Multiply 0.4. Again multiply 16. Divide it with 2 factorial. Plus 2. Afterwards press shift symbol and x inverse. You will get factorial. Divided by 2 factorial. You will get 1.92 minus 1.92. Fine. Next, plus third term I'll show you. See carefully. 0.4 minus 1. Or else if you want you can calculate directly. See, press 0.4. Close the bracket. Again open the bracket. 0.4 minus 1. Close bracket. Again 0.4 minus 2. Close bracket. Again press equal sign. Multiply it with 6. Divided by 3 factorial we need. Press 3 symbol. Shift. And this x inverse symbol is there, no? This one. Press equal sign. So you will get the answer. It is 0.384. 0.384. Next, fourth term, anyhow it is not there. 0 into anything will be 0. Fine. So this is what I have. Fine. Now we can simplify this. I'll just show you here. 10 plus 6.4 plus into minus is minus 1.92. Next, plus 0.384. So that will give you 14.864. 14.864. That is the value of y is 14.864. Or we can write y is none other than f of x, right? So f of x is equal to 14.864 at x is equal to, what is the value of x? 1.4. Or we can write f of 1.4 is equal to 14.864. So this is the required solution. Fine. So I'll just give you a glance. First you have to calculate forward difference table and write down the Newton forward difference interpolation formula. Next, calculate the value of p. As I told you, x is unknown value that we have to calculate, and x naught is the first value of x. So h is the common difference. Once you calculated p value, all the first values will be respective column. That is, y naught is the first value of y column, delta y naught is the first value of delta y column, delta y naught is the first value of delta square, delta cube is the first value of delta cube. Fine. After that, you have to substitute everything in the formula and simplification. Hope so it is clear, right? Just take a screenshot. And many of you complaining me that you are not getting a video quality, right? So please press the adjust the quality to 720 so that you will clearly see the picture. Fine. Now let me solve one more problem. So here is the second problem. Evaluate f of 32 degree from the following data using Newton forward difference formula. We have to find f of 32. Remember the standard form, y is equal to f of x. We need to find f of 32. So in place of x what we have? 32. So the value of x is 32 degree. Fine. Now x values and y values are given. No need to worry about it. You just write down the terms whatever given. Fine. So let me write down the x values and y values. So x values 30 degree. First we have to construct forward difference table. Before that you have to check whether we have to construct forward difference or backward difference. So what is the value of x here? 32. Now we have to check whether 32 is nearer to 30 or nearer to 45. Clearly 32 is near to 30 degree. Right. So it is nearer to first value. So we have to use. So I'll just write here. Since x is equal to 32 degree is near to first value. So we have to use forward difference. So x is 30 degree, 35 degree, 40 degree, 45 degree. Corresponding y values are 0.5, 0.5736, 0.6428. Next 0.7071. Next we have to construct first forward difference, that is delta y. Now subtract these two values, that is 0.5736 minus 0.5, that will give you 0.0736. Similarly subtract these two, that is 0.6428 minus 0.5736, 0.0692. Next these two difference, 0.7071 minus 0.6428 will give you 0.0643. Next second forward difference is delta square y. Now you have to subtract these two. I'll just show you once. See here. When you subtract 0.0692 minus 0.0736, what you're going to get? I'll just write here. You will get minus 4.4 into 10 power of minus 3. When you use calculator, you will get this solution. Right? Minus 4.4 into 10 power of minus 3. Hope so it is visible, right? 5736 it is. 0.6428 it is. Fine. So whenever you have such kind of solution, you have to shift the term. That is, you have to convert the decimal, as I already explained in first unit. So we are shifting this decimal to 3 places. See, first digit you have to write as it is. Now we are writing 4 as it is. You have to add 3 digit. After that you have to put a point. See, I'll just write once again. Minus 4.4 into 10 power of minus 3. You are shifting this point by 3 digits. In the sense, after this point, I mean to the left of this point, you have to have 3 digit only. So 1 digit. Next, I'll just write minus here. 1 digit, 2 digit, 3 digit. Put a point, 0. Again 4 into 10 power of minus 3. So if you are finding, 10 power of minus 3 will not be there since you have shifted. If you are finding difficulty, I'll give you shortcut method. See, when you have 10 power of minus 3, you remove this point. By removing this point, you just put 2 zeros. See, I'll give you one more example. Suppose if you have 5.5 into 10 power of minus 3. What you're going to do is, you're going to shift this point by 3 digit. So you just write this digit as it is. You count it as 1. I'm talking about only this digit. You have to write this digit as it is. Suppose let me take this as 6. First you write 6 as it is. Next you write 5 as it is. Remove the point. You just count the number of points you are shifting. 1, 2, 3. Since you have 3 here, after that you have to put a point. Again 0. Suppose if you have 5.78 into 10 power of minus 4. Now whatever the point, afterwards point what you have, 78, you just write as it is. Fine. Next you have 5. No, you have to write 5 as it is. 4 digit we are shifting this point. 1, 5 you have to count it as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a point, 0. Or else if you are finding difficulty, you have 4, right? So put 4 zeros after this number, after writing this number. After one digit, you put a point. One and the same. More the problems you practice, more the idea you will get. Each and every step I cannot explain anyhow. So when you subtract these two, you will get minus 4.4 into 10 power of minus 3 as I shown in a calculator. So once you shift this, see here, minus you write as it is, 4 you write as it is, this 4 you write as it is, and you have to count it as 1, 2, 3. Put a point, 1, 0. So you will get minus 0.0044. Minus 0.0044. Similarly, subtract these two. I'll show you this once again. See here. 0.0643 minus 0.0692. So what you have? I'll just write here. Minus 4.9 into 10 power of minus 3. So you just write 9 as it is and 4 as it is. Fine. So 4 you have to count 1, 2, 3. Put a point, 0. So you will get minus 0.0049. Fine. Now we have to calculate third difference, right? So del cube of y. Subtract these two values. I'll just write here. See, when you subtract these two, you will get minus 0.0049 minus of minus 0044. So when you simplify this, you will get minus 0.0005. Fine. So this is what the forward difference table is. After forward difference table, you have to write down the formula. Make sure how many terms you have up to del cube y. So you have to write 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 terms in a formula. As I already given a formula, so I'll just show you. So here is a formula. You have to write 4 terms. 1, right from y naught. 1, 2, 3, 4. So up to del cube y you are going to get. So I'll just write the formula. So let me write here the formula, that is Newton forward difference interpolation formula is given by what is the formula? Y is equal to y naught plus p into delta y naught plus p into p minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into delta square y naught plus p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught. Fine. Now let me make a list of all the terms. So y naught we need. Before that we have to calculate p value, right? I'll just calculate here. P is equal to x minus x naught divided by h. Here the x value is unknown value. As I already told you, x is none other than 32 degree. Minus x naught is the first value. As I already told you, x naught is 30 divided by h. What is the difference here? See, 35 minus 35. 40 minus 35 is 5. 45 minus 40 is 5. So h value will be 5. So I'll just write here. Fine. 32 minus 30 is 2 divided by 5. So p value, no matter whether it is in degree or not, so whatever may be the value, you have to calculate as it is. So p value is 0.4. Now make a list of all the values. Y naught is first value in y. So this is y naught 0.5. Next, what is the value of delta y naught? Delta y naught also we need, right? So this will be the delta y naught. First value 0.0736. Next, delta square y naught. This first value. Delta square y naught is minus 0.0044. Fine. Next, delta cube y naught will be first value. Delta cube y naught. Delta cube y naught is equal to minus 0.0005. Now we need to substitute all these values in the formula. So you will get y is equal to y naught is 0.5 plus p is 0.4 into delta y naught. Delta y naught is 0.0736 plus this is second term plus p into p is 0.4 into 0.4 minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into delta square y naught is minus 0.0044. So this is third term plus fourth term. P is 0.4 into 0.4 minus 1, 0.4 minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught is minus 0.0005. Fine. Now as usual, use the calculator to simplify. Anyhow, I'll show you for this problem. So 0.5 first term as it is. Next term is 0.4 into 0.0736. So when you multiply, you will get plus 0.02944 plus. I'll show you the third term. You just look at this calculator carefully. 0.4. So open bracket 0.4, close the bracket, again open bracket 0.4 minus 1. again close the bracket, again you open bracket, again minus 0.0044, close the bracket, plus equal sign, divided by 2 factorial is another than 2, so divided by 2, that will give you 5.28 into, I'll just write here 5.28 into 10 power of minus 4. 5.28 into 10 power of minus 4. As I already told you, we need to convert this. I'll just explain one problem. Afterwards, I'll be writing directly. So fine. So what you have? 5.28 into 10 power of minus 4. So you have to shift this digit. First, you have to write this 2 digits as it is. That is 28 as it is. Next, you write 5. Since we are shifting 5, you have to count it as 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the point 0. Fine. So I'll just write here 0.30528. This is for third term. Next fourth term, in the sense last term we need to calculate. I'll just go for last term plus. I'll show you calculator. See here 0.4. Open the bracket, 0.4, close bracket, again open bracket, 0.4 minus 1, close the bracket, 0.4 minus 2, close the bracket, again open bracket, minus 0.0005, close the bracket, plus equal sign, divided by 3 factorial. 3, press the shift symbol and this symbol. 3 factorial will get plus equal sign. So you will get minus 3.2 into 10 power of minus 5. Minus 3.2 into 10 power of minus 5. So you just write minus sign here. Next, this digit you have to write as it is. Now you write 3, count it as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that put a point, again 1 0. That's it. So I'll just write here minus 0.4032. Clear? Now we have to simplify this. Use the calculator again. I'll just show you. In one shot you can calculate 0.5 plus 0.02 944 plus 0.30528 minus, why? Because plus of minus is minus 0.4032. So you will get 0.529. I'll just write here 0.529936. So this is the required value of y, or y is none other than f of x. F of x is 0.529936. What is the value of x? At x is equal to 32 degree. So this is the required solution. That is f of 32. Right? F of 32 is equal to 0.5299. One and the same. Fine. So I'll just show you once again. See here. So this is the required solution. First step, as usual, we have to construct the forward difference table. Write down the formula, calculate the value of p, list the whatever the values you have, as I already told you. Afterwards you have to substitute and simplification. Only thing is you need to know this conversions. Then only you can do this. You cannot keep in terms of powers. Fine. So further few more problems on this method will be continued in the next session. Thank you.